Look at us. We look like a bunch of noobs, hey?
I know. What is
What?
happening?
Oh, that's okay. The
Doing the
cameras.
old man squint down the phone.
Yeah.
Or this one. Huh?
Well, while he's
What's
doing
that?
that,
What's that?
yeah. So I'm in what? I'm just gonna tell a story while you're.
Oh, I love
Yeah, go for
stories.
it.
I mean, okay, I built it up too much. I mean, I guess it's technically it's not really a story. It's just
It's a
what's going
small
on right now.
tale. A small tale.
It's a little. Hold on a sec, though. Just got it.
Add the baby
so-
to the cup.
Add the Debbie to the cup. So, I mean, you know me. Like I'm
No, who are you?
competitive. I'm competitive. Like I thrive, not thrive, but like get really excited for a competition. Doesn't matter what it is. Uh, so we have this one going on at work right now, and there's this guy because there's a gym at work, right? And so there's a guy who's been talking about wanting to lose weight, and I've been talking about wanting to use the gym there. And there's another guy who started using just another gym on his own. So I want to put on mass, and so does this other guy, and this other guy wants to lose. So we have this bet, and we made it till June 21st, start of summer. But we're gonna do the 19th because that's a Friday. So we're gonna do our final weigh-in at work, and he's got to lose more than what we can gain together. And so that's what this little bet we have going on at work. Anyways, it's really hard for me to gain, but started using the gym there, and so I got this shake powder, and I got this stuff, and it's called Extreme Mass Gain or something like that. Anyways, one scoop of this shit is 1,560 calories. It's
Oh
like,
my God.
holy fuck.
It's like
He's
the old
like,
days food consumption.
dude, it's like because I'm built the system with AI for like a strategy of how to do it. Anyways, that's like over half of my calorie consumption I need in a day. But he had some at work, and it's like, I don't know, 60 calories or something like that. It's obviously for a different purpose. So when I was looking, we found this one, and I was like, I don't know if I might be a little bit scared to try a full scoop the first time. I don't know what that'll do to my fucking gut, just like
True.
just be a rock in there.
It's a
Oh
big
man,
amount.
that's a
So
lot.
I'm
Yeah, that's a
waiting.
lot of cows,
So,
man.
so I'm waiting for that to arrive tonight. I'll start that tomorrow, and I'll let you know on the next episode how sick I got.
Well, the worst thing with protein powders is if it doesn't agree with your system, it will just go straight through you, and you'll end up
Yeah, that's
losing
the
more weight than you're gaining.
Yeah. So I know I was even thinking of starting with half, but we'll see. Might just go for
Yeah,
the,
maybe ease into it.
yeah.
Just a little quarter.
Because
Quite
you know
a
what I did?
shock to your system.
Well, I'm such a fucking idiot. Like, because I was like, okay, like I just got to start this, and I have an hour at lunch, and instead of just staying after work at lunch, I was like, oh, I'll just go do like a quick half-hour workout before I eat. Didn't warm up, didn't stretch, didn't like do one of the little ellipticals up there for 5 minutes. Just fucking loaded up a bar and started doing squats. Oh my God. So I finished my set of squats, and then I go to do some bench presses. And like I swing my leg over the bench, and my quads just seize up. Like
Oh,
I couldn't like sit down. I was like in this like crunch position. I was like, like trying to move. I was like, how am I gonna lay down? Anyways, is not very smart of me, but I'm excited to be going because I haven't gone since I've gone with you, Hayden, and that was like a
10 years
decade
ago,
ago
man.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the film roll to buff up for. See, I was on protein powder to maintain weight, and then I stopped,
Yeah.
and I still gained weight. I'm like, what the fuck? So getting all these chins here. So many chins.
Yeah, don't lean back too far, please.
wait. So you were. How long were you taking your protein powder for?
I was me. Like I was
Yeah.
taking it for. I mean, I'm always on it at some point to just maintain weight. So it would have been a good like almost a year on it. because my work is physical enough that I didn't need to go to the gym. And then I was like, it's a bit of an expense, so I'm just going to stop it and see if I lose weight or what. And I didn't lose weight, and then I gained weight over Christmas. So I'm just getting old.
Well, that probably, adds to it for sure.
Did you cheat though? Like maybe did you cheat because you're like, hey, I'm not doing the protein anymore, so like I could do another bowl of liquid ice cream in the evening.
Yeah, I am a sucker for chocolates.
You did?
That's like. So I'm like, I have, instead of just like one, I'm like fucking. Like fucking Gollum with the ring.
Do you have a favorite kind of chocolate, Hayden?
Well, right now it's whatever's around the house. I got these. What are they called? Toffees for Christmas. It's like
that's
the
not a real thing.
That's it's made up. Is it an Australian thing?
That's not a real thing. A toffee.
Toffee? It's German, I think.
Toffee?
It's like a hazelnut dipped in chocolate, encased in caramel.
That does not sound real. What?
Sounds so good.
Caramel's not on the outside? Caramel's on the outside?
Caramel on the outside, like hard caramel, and they're like a half.
Germans would do something like that,
Yeah.
It's very German.
Give me the name one more time. Give me the name one more time.
Let me just. I think it's TOFF.
Is it toffee?
Toffee?
Tofifi, that's the one.
I've seen
Tofifi.
Give us the lowdown, Chow. What do we got?
Tomato.
I've seen these. They are known in the United States as Tofife. It is a German brand.
Yeah, I got that part right.
Hey, tofife.
Tofife.
Tofife, or caramel cups containing nougat, caramel, and hazelnut, topped with chocolate button.
Can you say it for me in your German accent, please?
Yeah.
Tofife.
Wait, but that's Austrian, right? I'm doing the Arnold.
But they speak German.
Austrian, German, same thing.
They,
Hopefully no German.
they speak German in Austria, so
because as soon as someone says to do a German accent, my brain automatically goes Arnold, and then there's two kinds. There's like the very guttural throat stuff, and then there's like the I don't do a good Hitler accent. But Andrew Santino does a fantastic Hitler. It's more of a higher up and I think it's a lot to do with just replacing W's with V's,
Now I want to hear an Asian
D's with the
Hitler.
TH and stuff like oh yeah, that's good, yeah, that's very good, yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, very good.
So it's a very contrasting accents. But you're into these toffifis right now? I've never had one. I've always seen them in the store, but
I could crush a whole tray in like a day if I wanted to, but I shouldn't. So I break it up.
You probably shouldn't.
I probably shouldn't.
Are you also like a dark semi? That's kind of what I was gearing towards. Like, what the kind of chocolate, like the
If
percentage.
I'm going for bar chocolate, I do like a dark chocolate.
But how dark though? Because I've had
dark?
some. I like a good snap. I love a good
talking about
snap
chocolate?
on my chocolate.
What? Okay, well, hold on. When
Justin's
you
like,
say
hang on.
when you say bar chocolate,
Yeah.
do you mean like a Purdy's, just like where it's just chocolate and you can get like dairy milk, white,
Yeah.
cocoa, whatever, or are you talking like an O. Henry, Mr. Big, like that type of?
No,
Oh,
not
like,
a,
I
not
guess
a,
that's
not
a
a bar.
chocolate bar.
Chocolate
Right.
bar.
Yeah, right. Okay, I just
Bar
want to make sure
chocolate.
we're on the same page.
Good, yeah, good follow up.
I'm not at you. See, I can't. Dark chocolate to me is not good. It's like somebody who drinks IPAs. It's like, no, you don't fucking really like it. Like, you force yourself to like it. It's shit.
One of my favorite Australian candy bars, chocolate bars, is dark chocolate on the outside. It's called a cherry ripe. It's dark chocolate, coconut, and maraschino cherries.
Okay. I'm just gonna interject here. I literally hate all three of those things.
I was gonna say,
Combine
sounds
them
like
together,
an Australian
boom.
chocolate bar if I've ever heard of it.
No, I'm
What
sorry.
do we
I
got
do.
lying
I don't
around,
mind.
mate?
I
We
don't
got some
mind.
Martino cherries left. Put them in the mix.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Like I don't mind dark chocolate, and as long as it's not too dark, because it gets just overly bitter and dry and stuff like that. But like,
Cherry
I don't mind a
ripes.
70% one. But the maraschino cherries and coconut in there.
Oh,
Is it what did they serve that in prison when you were working for the force or
Maybe
something like that?
it,
Like,
it
is that
does
how you-
actually register on the breathalyzer machines if you have too many. If you have too many of them, you just
What?
you get
What do you
pulled over and you be like,
What do you-
"Ah, policeman, I was eating cherry ripes. Like I wasn't drinking, I swear."
They're called
that
cherry
right there
ripes.
tells you. That right there tells you it's probably not good for you. If it's fermenting in the wrapper and you eat too many, that like you blow positive. Hey, Hayden, do you like? Have you always worn your wedding ring band?
Yeah, I have
Is this the
4.
first time I've really noticed it on your hand, like your left hand?
Normally, I've got this. I have 4 different. Well, I had 6 different ones, so it was always a different color. So I might have had a lighter color, and you might not have noticed it as much. Now it's a dark one. You can see the dark one, but about 90% of the time, I've still got them on during the day. So
There you go.
in his
Well, hey
shower.
boys.
He's
Oh,
looking
sorry,
it up.
I'm just
He's-
looking up cherry ripes.
Cherry ripes.
Is that why you have the disgusted look on your face?
It looks horrible.
Like
It-
it doesn't even.
Tastes phenomenal. I wish
I
they
need to
sold
try
it.
one just because, but I don't know, man. Like
I could
inside
probably
looks like a
make
really
one.
artificial. Like the texture inside looks horrible. The color looks gross. But you know what? I can't knock it until I've tried it.
Just
So-
close your eyes, open your mouth, and enjoy it.
This that last time I did that didn't work out so well for me. When somebody said that to me. Speaking of an Australian in prison, but no, like those are like I'm with Shao. Those are 3 things that. Well, I can't say that about the cherries actually, but like I really do not like coconut and I really do not like dark chocolate. But with those cherries mixed in, I don't know.
More for me. I love them. I don't know why. I love them. I devour them. And they come in like the king size. I got to get the king size because it's bigger.
Before we move on, I just wanted this final stance on this chocolate thing because this is always a divisive topic. What's your stance on white chocolate?
Love it.
Yeah, white chocolate. It's the
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm
a big white chocolate guy too.
One of my favorite cookies is the white chocolate macadamia nut. Oh,
That's a classic. That's a classic.
I actually have a white
really
chocolate
good.
toffee at the moment too. So,
okay.
Wow.
wow. Someone knew that was a Christmas present. That was like from the nephew. He was like, Hayden likes white chocolate. Here you go.
Oh yeah, because you guys got that Secret Santa thing. Nice.
Yeah, I didn't buy it for myself. I never buy chocolate for myself. Well, that's a lie. I do.
Good one.
But you know what they say.
White chocolate. That's a good point. Okay, all right, gentlemen, we're here for a reason. And everybody else, as you know, we've been following along with season 2 of Fallout. Before I want to start talking about that, though, I just want to say, because if you've been following us for a while, and we were talking about, we were giving code words to get entries in for these Bluetooth earbuds. And you may be like, why haven't they announced a winner? So I do want to address that because nobody's actually emailed in with any of the code words. So we'll figure something out. We're still open. We want to give them to you guys. So
Don't be shy.
Yes, correct.
you could even just say hi, whatever. In the meantime, we'll figure something out. But if you do want to just say hello, there's probably a good chance you get a sweet pair of earbuds.
If you're listening to this right now and you're one of those people, which is what I am like, if I see Instagram giveaways and stuff like that, I'll be like, no, whatever.
There's a
It's a waste of
catch.
time because there's one, there's a catch, and 2, I'm not gonna win, so why bother? If you're listening to this right now and you take your cell phone out and email us at chummythumbs at gmail.com, I think there's 100% chance you're gonna win.
Well, okay, hold on. Now, what if more than 3 people do it.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, we might be in trouble.
We might be
Anyways,
in trouble.
we're just fishing for your emails anyways because we want to spam.
Let
your
us
stuff.
know how
So,
much you love coconut in your chocolate bars.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's.
No,
yeah,
we're not
yeah.
gonna get any emails.
Yeah. Oh
Lots of
my
hate
God.
mail
There goes-
towards Hayden.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, we don't even want the earphones. We just want to tell Hayden that he's wrong with
Go
coconut.
back to Australia.
You know what? If you email and tell Hayden to go to fuck off with his coconut, you will 100% for sure get one.
There you go.
But hey, in all seriousness, season 2. Okay, we did episode stream 4 at the time this comes out. It'll be episode 5 will already be out. I do want to address another thing before we get into it. Our release dates used to be Fridays. They're getting bumped now because we're recording on Wednesdays, not Mondays. So, yeah, just thought I'd give you a heads up on that. But as far as I just want to talk about the kind of like I don't really want to get into the details of like, oh, remember when this happened and remember when this happened. That stuff will come up, yes. But I just want to kind of talk with you guys about sort of the direction of it and what kind of really got me excited, because it wasn't until, I don't know, was it episode 3? It might even have been episode 4 in this one where we find out that the ghoul actually served as a brotherhood of the knights. And I was like, holy shit. Like, in this season, we're really expanding out the wasteland even more. Like, we know about the Legion now, and we're learning more and seeing the NCR and the Brotherhood. No, guess what? The Brotherhood, there's factions within it, and there's this Commonwealth, and it's like, so they're opening us up to the wasteland, which I really like, and the characters getting out of the vault that were all escaped from 33. So they're doing a really good job of expanding the universe in present time. And I'm excited about that. And that's sort of been what the focus of kind of a lot of what we've been talking about and what we've been seeing. But there's, as we've discussed, like there's 200 years in between the ghoul and the first bomb, like where we are present time. And that was the first moment watching that when he was in one of the suits. I was like, holy shit, like there's so much room for story in this. Like, we have hundreds of years where this is played out, and we have at least multiple characters, but one of the main characters who's sort of been around through all of it. So I was like there's such good opportunity here to see not just what's going on now, and obviously we want to see how it goes on, but all the little happenings of how it got to here. And I know that we've seen it, but this was the first time where I really had got excited and really thought about it. You know, I don't know if like you guys how if you've thought about that or not, but that was something that really like boom, it just like popped out to me. And I was like, damn, this is kind of excited for this.
Yeah, it's it kind of gives you from a showrunner perspective, it gives you an option to do sort of like what 1884 did, and do a different time zone following the ghoul's character like all the way back. There's plenty of room there, and just they were obviously getting bits and bobs of how things have happened. Like you mentioned the New California Republic, and they're like, oh, we're from Sandy Springs or whatever, and
I love how we haven't got that name once right on the show yet, by the way.
what is it? What is it actually called?
You know what? Because every time they say it in the show, I'm like, oh, that's what it's called. And then whenever we record, I'm like, nope, that wasn't it. Shady Sands, I think.
Shady Sands,
Maybe
Sandy Springs. I sound like it's like a SpongeBob
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one. So yeah, like this, I think there was maybe one mention in season 1 that he served at the Battle of Anchorage, but I just assumed that it was like a regular war, like, you know, not with these mechanized suits that the Brotherhood uses, but to see him actually in one. And And what was also interesting about that was against the Chinese, well, I'm assuming some Asian nation, and then they're talking about the commies for the bombs. So obviously, same old enemies of the Americas. Next, they'll bring in a.
Xiao, did you need the subtitles for that scene, by the way?
Yeah,
Honest question.
They spoke Mandarin, and I
Yeah.
can understand because I speak Cantonese.
You were right, Hayden,
I
with the
can
Chinese.
I can hear that her. It's a very authentic Mandarin. It wasn't like a. It wasn't like a. What do you call it? ABC. Speaking Mandarin. It was a very authentic accent.
An ABC. Can you expand on that?
American-born Chinese.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah.
There you go.
King Kong.
Sorry, so Hayden, yeah.
So that was kind of cool, yeah. And then it was also that specific what I found from that, because we come across, what was it called, the Deathclaw, what's it called? Yeah, the Deathclaw creature, and that battle was from 200 years ago. So that specific beastie has been around for a very long time, and obviously not a product of radiation, unless
Well, and he wasn't a ghoul at that point either.
yeah.
So yeah, so we're starting to get a timeline for him because he still looked young. You know what I mean?
Well, I think because he has all of those like veteran meetings with that guy with Maldiva's crew and all of that, where they're trying to recruit him into the cause. So he's obviously a veteran himself before he became an actor, or like a lot of actors did in the 50s. They served time and then they came back to Hollywood and they still kicked ass, so.
It's the way you said that, sorry, it made me laugh. Like, normally if you say somebody served time, it means they went to jail.
That's true.
This is true.
Yeah, there's a lot that can be done, and you can, I gotta say, because I was griping on Lucy pretty hard after the first 2 episodes, like really hard. I love Lucy on drugs. Like, I hope she is just on drugs for the rest of the show. Like this is the Lucy I like.
This is exactly what I thought when I watched this episode. Is that
if you can read it, my first line.
Yeah.
Drugs equal about time, Lucy.
Yeah, because when I watched this, I think that's was that episode 4? I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but
4.
Yeah, that the Elvis part,
Yeah.
just her kicking ass, and I was thinking exactly that part where I was like, I think Justin's gonna like this.
This version of Lucy.
Even just her attitude going up to it.
Yeah.
She was just so eager to, and like the part where she found out she was like, I'm itchy and I'm hurt here and I'm sore and I'm hungry but I don't feel like eating. Like she's just going off. He's like, oh yeah, and like I didn't piece it together.
Sucking.
Yeah, he's like, you're going through withdrawal.
Yeah.
And
I
what
love
are the 2 options
she
for
talks
withdrawal?
herself into that. Yeah, I love that she talks herself in that doing it is like the golden rule. Like, this follows the golden rule because if I do this, this is gonna get me to my dad, and that will help other people. So I need to keep doing drugs.
Yeah.
I think the last 2 episodes, the ones we just watched, actually 3 and 4, these were quite fun. I thought there were a lot of fun moments, a lot of funny moments, especially with the Brotherhood when I forgot his name. When Kumail Nanjiani gets killed, and they swap suits and stuff, and he's all really clunky and very awkward, all that stuff. A lot of physical gags here and there. But Justin, you played a little bit of Fallout, right? Before.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, technically.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I haven't. I know Hayden hasn't, but I know that the drug, like the buff that Lucy took or was given. So in the game, your stats get boosted quite a lot, and et cetera, et cetera. But in the game, if you don't take it, your body starts to deteriorate. So you kind of have to keep taking it. I wonder if that they're going to, incorporate. I guess I think this show has been pretty, sticking with the lore of the gaming, the game's world, and so, that could be interesting.
I'd like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would boost her because we talked about. It's like, okay, it's been a season and 2 episodes, and she hasn't stopped just making stupid decisions, like just outright that like you can buy at the beginning, and it's this innocence, and it's like, but you've seen it, you're not changing it by just being nice or leaving the ghoul and going off on your own. Like, so hopefully this is a catalyst for that change in her. And if she's got to keep doing the drugs, Lucy. Or if like that just makes her change, then I'm happy either way. But I like staying on characters. Because I've liked that they've shifted with that. I love the ghoul. I mean, what's not to love about him? But the Thaddeus, who comes back, I love that he's turned into a ghoul. He's in the early stages, like he just was recently turned. But it hasn't changed him. He's still this kind of like goofy, quirky guy. He hasn't made him, like, he hasn't turned him bad like you'd think a ghoul might be. Oh, you're a ghoul, you're gonna be bad now. I mean, mind you, he's running a child sweatshop, but that's fine. Like, he's
for other ghouls.
He's looking after them.
Yeah.
He's giving them opportunity and a reason to be alive. And so I really like him, and I like that he's come back because he was gone for a couple episodes. And Maximus too. I really liked how they didn't. It's funny because I talked about how Lucy needs to change, but I like how Maximus hasn't. He is this guy who's got a good heart, but like they could have made it where he went back and he was kind of on his high horse, and like really it turned him into kind of what the guy above him who's the leader of their clan of the Brotherhood. Like it's not turning
or something.
Yeah, exactly. So he's still kind of like got a good heart, but not. He just wants to do the right thing, and he doesn't have this like power. He's not like power hungry, Even when he says like I'm gonna go kill Quintus because he didn't know what to do, and he thought like, oh, this will help. This is like he couldn't, And so I like that. And I really like the decisions that they're making with these characters, and I really look forward when they like get back together again. But yeah, no, they're doing a really good job, I think, with the story, with the characters. I have no idea where it's going. Like, are they going to meet up with the dad? Like, we didn't even see the dad in the last episode. Last we saw him, he was experimenting on mice and just blowing them up.
Yeah.
And we didn't even see him in episode 4. Like, so where's he at now? Because he's in Vegas. Well, they've arrived in Vegas.
Yeah. What I find interesting about characters is that we were introduced to this core group of them, and then we had the secondary ones. But I find that what they're doing with the secondary ones, which is keeping me on my toes, is they're Game of Throning it. You don't know who's going to live and who's going to die. Because literally, like the woman that Lucy saves, as soon as she gets back to camp, head sliced off, stuck on a pike, done.
Yeah.
The Commonwealth, hey, here's a new character. Next episode, boom, head smashed in by Maximus. Dead.
And not even a no-name actor. You know what I mean? Like a known, recognizable actor that you would expect to possibly stay in the show.
So I'm just like, ooh, so we get these new characters, and then my brain's like, oh, okay, so we're we're learning about these expanded parts of the universe that we're going to get more insight into, and then bang, killed, done. And then that goes the same with like the Legion people, and I was like, oh, Macauley Culkin. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen, just a side note on that, I'd seen him pop up on a bunch of things recently on like Hot Wings, and he was doing interviews everywhere. And I was like, why are people like, it's Christmas time, yeah, maybe because Home Alone is a Christmas movie. They're just talking to him, and then he shows up in Fallout. And I was like, oh, it makes sense now why he was doing so much press. I hope that he didn't die. I know that camp blew itself up, but it would be cool to see him come back again. But yeah, there's a zero chance of that. One and done.
I don't know.
This
I mean,
is
there's
my...
a chance. You don't see him die, so
No.
This is our Kaiser. Do you mean Caesar? Although she's correcting them on their like history.
yeah.
Because actually Kaiser is more of a German thing, and it looks like you gotta got the whole Roman thing going on, and it's like Lucy,
just relax.
That's another thing. She tried.
I didn't mind that though. Like that, I thought that was funny. Like, I like her character, and God, I wish I knew the actress's name, and I feel really bad for not, because she is awesome and she does such a good job in this. And I really like the Lucy character in moments she gets herself into at times, like not when she abandons the ghoul, but like leading up to the point where she abandoned the ghoul. I like the scene. I didn't like the abandoning the ghoul and then going off on her own, because you just knew something bad was going to happen, and it did. And it's like, but I do like enjoy her acting in those scenes. Like, she does a really good job of playing that character, but your character needs to evolve, because as we've seen when she gets rough and violent, also incredibly entertaining to watch that character.
Yeah, let's give her flowers. Her name is Ella Purnell. And what's also amazing is that she's from London, so she's doing an English accent, or American accent, which is impressive.
I think Tim Burton kind of put her on the map.
Was she in it?
Oh, the House of Peculiar, whatever it's called.
That's it.
All right, that was the most, and I'm supposed to be a Tim Burton fan.
Wait, what was she in?
Miss Peregrine's House, Home for Peculiar Children. I believe she's in that.
Oh, was she in that?
She was in that. I mean, a lot of big names.
Yeah, because I watched an interview with her, and she was talking about Tim Burton.
Right.
And like, I guess just having like trusting her and supporting, like being a good mentor and seeing, the talent that she is. I mean, look at her. She's incredible in this show. I haven't seen her in anything else, though, to be honest. I haven't seen that Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, she's in a let's do a little deep dive on her.
Let's do it.
In terms of film, she started 2010 with a couple, Never Let Me Go and Ways to Live Forever. And then in 2011, Intruders. She's in Kick-Ass 2. She's in
I would have seen that.
She's in Wildlife, The Legend of Tarzan. She plays a young Jane.
Whoa, wait a minute. She's in Maleficent?
She's in Maleficent as she's a teen Maleficent, so she's probably a flashback of Maleficent, and she's the teen version of it. She's in Churchill, UFO, Army of the Dead, and
I've probably seen her in quite a few stuff, actually.
Yeah, maybe I think she's had a bit of a maybe this is probably her breakout role, and all the other things are kind of like smaller roles at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's in Yellow Jackets, TV show. If anyone, I heard that's a great show. I haven't watched it. And Star Trek Prodigy, Arcane.
Oh.
Did you watch Arcane? Did James watch Arcane?
No, I don't know. I don't know why I oohed there. It just
Yeah,
felt
it
like a
sounded
good
as
time
if
to
you were a
ooh.
fan of it.
Just sounded like a
Arca-
good time. It was just
Arcane.
dead
Ooh,
space, so I just ooh,
Ooh.
good one.
ooh, ooh.
Um, but yeah, there it is.
Nice. No, she's good. Thanks for giving her the props, and it's fun to find out that they've been in things that you've seen.
Yeah.
That was a very informative shout. Thanks.
That's a good point, Hayden.
That's a good point. All right, welcome back to part 2 of the episode. No, yeah, I was pleased. I'm gonna start from here. 3, 2, 1.
Such a director. I love it.
I was very pleased with Lucy finally doing what we were talking about at the end of episode 5. When she took out all those Elvis ghouls. But can you just imagine those ghouls have been in Elvis impersonation clothes for 200 years? Or are we led to believe that maybe New Vegas has been operating as a running city even after nuclear fallout?
Run by the ghouls.
Well,
The Ghoul City.
I did some recap looking on YouTube, and someone mentioned that the dude that Lucy's dad is going, you thought he was going to find, but the guy that runs Vegas in the past that was developing those neck chips.
Robert House.
Yes.
I remembered the name. Yeah.
Wow.
So someone said that in the TV universe of Fallout, that New Vegas survived the first Fallout that took out LA. So that my brain goes, okay, what? So is it operating as a regular city? But everything that we've seen so far, like from the distance, it just looks like a husk of a town like LA did. So I'm curious. Because I was like, oh, okay, these ghouls are still all in costume, which is kind of cool. They're all like Elvis. But, I mean, we don't even know if Elvis exists in that world. It could just be a throwback to us for the audience. But that's not my point that I was going for, but I was just curious about that. Because I mentioned with season 1, I was like, okay, so everybody that's survived on the surface is kind of a little bit crazy and a little bit wackadoo. Or a little bit mutated, a little bit radiated. But the more we've seen in season 2, there are all of these like little towns that are of quote unquote normal people, less inbred than the Vaults, less mutated than like New Philly or whatever it was called. And so like the Legion guys, those guys were straight up just normal people. Distinct lack of females, lots of men, not many females in this world of Fallout that are in these, more normie parts, I'm trying to think.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Hence why they try to offer up Lucy as like, you're here to negotiate your freedom, or we're going to offer you up whatever that Latin phrase they said, which was basically her virginity can be taken by anyone in leadership role. And she's like, well, I'll have you know that I fooled around with my cousins and I'm not a virgin anymore.
Yeah, that was.
I'm not a virgin anymore, and that's not even including my cousin count.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
I like
They're
that.
like, well, shit. Okay, you can try and talk to the other side. Crucified.
That's a very good point, and you'd think. Well, no, okay. I guess if it was a war where it was soldiers fighting soldiers, it would be the other way around. But this was just equal to everybody, so I wonder why. Are they just killing off the women?
Because we've seen instances of them, like in season 1 when Lucy came across that house where they had the Vault Plan B or whatever it was called, which was the cyanide. And it was the whole family. There was a husband, a wife, and a kid. So obviously there are... And then obviously the first woman that Lucy meets is a woman. And then there's the flea soup lady. But there are no other, like...
Yeah, and then the NCR woman, yeah.
Yeah, there are no one around her age. And then they also make, the great title. What was it? The, Thaddeus even said it, he was like... what was it? The freaking kids are
Oh,
dead.
the gold room.
You gotta look up the name of it. It's in the title.
You got it.
Most kids are dead by this age.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So maybe there is a dwindling supply of new females and men coming through, but it's like of the surviving people. Or maybe there is another faction of like a thriving community of all women. It's like, man, you can go have the wasteland and we'll run New Vegas or anywhere else. Something for them to go to.
Yeah, they don't want to go back in time.
Back to the kitchen, as Shao would say.
Back in time for women is not very great. So have your own faction. Smart move.
They're the ones running.
Shao, don't look at me. That's it's just a fact, bro. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's unfortunate,
You're right.
how it is now, because it was great when. I'm just kidding.
just keep going.
Well, okay.
Double down.
Double down.
Hayden's gonna come and double down for you.
Yeah.
Double down. Maximus's friend in the Brotherhood is
Dane?
played. Yeah, that's a woman actor, is it not?
Sure looks like it.
Yeah.
Are they?
Biological woman.
So I'm like, I'm wondering if in this world, they, for the sake of pronoun, are pretending to be a man to be in the Brotherhood for safety reasons or whatnot. I don't know.
Who are they fooling?
Obviously, everybody.
Sure, they can grow a better mustache than Shao, but that ain't fooling anybody.
I'm not even arguing that.
Oh, they did it. They did a good thing for Maximus. They stole the cold fusion from them, which was essentially running LA. I don't know if it was all of the cold fusion, but it was at least a vial of it. Because they said
there's only that one thing that came from the
But they did
the head.
harness it because they were like, when they had that meeting, they're like, "How much do you have?" And he's like, "More than the world would ever require," or whatever the hell he said.
Oh, I thought it was just about I thought that's about like the fusion cores.
Yeah, but I didn't know if they had switched them to cold fusion cores or not.
Interesting. We got to dig into this a little bit, because I thought the fusion cores got the power from the cold fusion, but no, they wouldn't have, because the cold fusion was just newly invented, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like that was the doctor was working on, right? That was like the big thing. So the fusion cores, what are the fusion cores?
I don't know, maybe
Like where do they come from? You know what I mean? They're like, I
That
get
was the first step.
fusion power. So that was phase 1, and then cold fusion was the ultimate goal. Should know this. I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, and now, now that Maximus has thrown the Brotherhood into civil war, and he's just done a bundy with Thaddeus, he didn't take his own suit of armor. Did I throw you with that?
Can we go?
Yeah, are you gonna
let that slide?
Good. Because I was thinking that it was a term that they used in the show that I missed, and I'm like, oh
No.
shit. And then I saw Justin's face, and I'm like, okay, please backtrack.
Yeah.
A bundy.
So can you say that again?
Yeah.
Did a bundy?
Sentence.
Did a bundy.
Is it in reference to Ted?
So does that mean he did something bad?
Yeah,
He
did he
just
kill or
done a
rape
runner.
someone, or-
He's just a runner. I
That's
don't know the
He did a bundy.
did
Like a
the
Ted Bundy? Like Ted
Yeah,
Bundy? He's
it
running.
sounds
Running.
I'm gonna look
wild.
this up. I don't know the
because that was just so casual that you threw it in there, and
Yeah,
I'm
the
really
bundy.
glad, Justin, you did a rewind, because I thought I was losing my mind for a second.
I probably just
No,
made
yeah.
up a word if I can't find anything on it.
Is that Bundy with a Y or an IE?
Or double E, perhaps.
Oh,
You
a
know,
boon day.
A wound. Like a crashed bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
If anything, it's more like an Al Bundy than a Ted Bundy.
And the old Bundy. All right. Anyway, sorry. You can continue.
Anyway,
So you
I've
ran
always,
away.
if I'm remembering correctly, the days of my youth, which were quite a while ago,
That was decades,
decades
Yeah.
ago,
half
You
century.
probably-
didn't quite get frozen in. Anyway, a Bundy was you would run away. You would run away from something. So you had done something stupid and you ran away.
So is this something that you just describe that process, or is this something where it's like you're playing Nicky Nicky Nine Door with your friends, or you do something bad and then
playing
the
what?
police roll up and then you're like, everybody Bundy, or like Bundy, like
No, it's a post description of a thing. You don't say it during the moment.
Oh, okay, so when you're telling the story, me and my buddies were out doing this kind of a little bit of shit. Neighbors came out. We pulled a Bundy.
You pulled a classic.
Pulled a classic Bundy.
Pull a Bundy.
I'm gonna try and slip this word in sometime before we podcast next. I'm gonna
I see.
like
knowing
as
me,
casually as he did, you know.
I probably butchered my own lexicon of Australianisms.
Because
by
you can't
using
find it, can
wrong.
you?
No, I found one, but it's talking about the rum, Bundaberg rum, which is called Have a Bundy, you know. But
So they had a drink together.
see what I'm gonna make a rule right now.
Don't fucking. Sorry.
Hayden Woodhead's Dictionary of Australianisms. A Bundy, while referring to the rum, causes misadventure when you have them. So, if you did the Bundy, you were running from misadventure. There we go. So,
All right, made the connection.
I'm sorry. Can I really quickly just pull up the Urban Dictionary definition?
Oh boy.
okay.
Oh boy.
He already has done
You know
it.
it's
He's not
good
saying can
because
he.
he wouldn't
No,
read it if
you
it
don't.
wasn't.
You do not have permission, Shao. We are trying to move on here.
No. We'll take a couple
No,
minutes.
I'm gonna. No, yeah.
Okay.
We're
What is
keeping
this?
in.
The Bundy.
So pulling a Bundy. Pull the Bundy.
Just
Pulling a
According
Bundy
to Urban Dictionary.
According to Hayden.
is when you have your girlfriend play dead while you blast her. Oh, let me just read the example because
I'm
Give more
guessing that's in
context.
reference to Ted, not Al.
That would be more of a
goes-
Ted thing for sure.
he goes, "Yeah, bro, I was totally pulling a Bundy last night. You just execute her and shoot. Oh my god, you just execute her and shoot in her cooter. What? No. It's a fake execution. She just plays dead. That's
After or before?
See, that's
Because I thought it was
is,
after.
I don't know.
So
don't know.
she's got to be in on it.
It's
She's
gotta be.
probably has to
It's
be in
always
on
gonna
it.
be consensual. Always.
Yeah, good point.
Oh,
I
of
do want to
course.
say this is submitted by Ken.
Russian.
Can you suck me toes? On May 6th,
I wonder where they're
2020,
from.
and this has
You
either
suck me
any
toes.
likes or dislikes. So it's just one done.
Can you give it a like?
definition.
Just throw it a
I'm
thumbs
giving it a
up.
like.
That's good. Only because of his name. Can you suck
Can
me
you
toes?
suck me toes? Okay, I'm liking that one.
This is-
Okay, that got
Oh, I love the
really
internet.
derailed.
That derailed.
that derailed.
Is that the
I could
only
derail it
entry?
even
Is that
further.
the only
That's the
entry?
only entry on pulling.
I guess I
Bundy.
better
shouldn't-
Wikipedia it and add my own.
I think next episode I'm gonna make a game out of this.
Urban Diction. Okay, so they pull a Bundy, Hayden.
And
Sorry,
they're running
yeah,
away.
sorry.
They're running away, and I was like, "Why doesn't Maximus have his suit of armor? He's got the COVID, and he's just running. Thaddeus has got his suit of armor." And then I don't know where I was going with that, but he created the Civil War,
And then the episode ended.
and then the episode ended, fade out,
And we're all like, "Where's his armor?"
Where's his armor? Why didn't he get it? Because they obviously they got spare armor from the Commonwealth in the heli thingamajiggy. But yeah, it was just good parallels in storytelling, I guess, because you had the Ghoul and Lucy created a full-on civil war with the Legion, and then Maximus created a civil war within the Brotherhood. And then everybody's going to be fighting everybody.
Let them all kill each other.
Yeah. And
And
so
start over.
They can't be too far away. Now, geographically, where is Area 51 in relation to Vegas?
Well, they're both in Nevada.
Yeah, I'm wondering how close they are. Obviously, they're going to meet up again, but I'm like, how long is it going to take?
It's about 474 miles.
Can we get Xiao's researcher on it?
Yeah.
So exactly, you're just saying Las Vegas in general to Area 51?
Area 51. Which I think is something that was, I know it was an Easter egg in episode 2 or whatever, but I would love for them to like pull out some old tech or some alien tech from Area 51 and use it.
Justin, you were saying
No, they just threw it aside.
How many kilometers?
454 miles.
It's about 95 miles.
So it's really close.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I thought that's what you said.
By drive, it's about 2 hours. So I guess by foot, I don't know, longer.
2 hours and it's only 95 miles away.
By drive.
So you'd be able to.
Oh yeah, because I guess 60 miles an hour is 100.
So they could.
They're saying.
So they could reconvene pretty damn quick within the day, depending on how much stuff in the wasteland is in between them.
Can you put in? Can you switch from driving to walking, Xiao? How long would it take him to walk there?
So technically, they're in a really hot climate because that would all be like Death Valley sort of area stuff, wouldn't it? And then
yeah, they're kind of playing into that when Lucy was on the cross.
Just based on statistics and stuff like that, actually, total walking time would be closer to 30 to 35 hours.
Ah.
Just based on like terrain and
2 days,
average walking
So a couple of
speed.
days, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're close.
So we'll probably see them
What?
reconnect in the final episode.
Yeah. Hopefully before. We still got, 4 more episodes? Okay, look, I know this is going to happen at the end of this season, just sort of while we kind of wrap this part up. But, like, I don't know how this season is going to end. I think something in Las Vegas. I think we're finally maybe going to find out who Robert House is. We kind of were learning about him. We know about him only through word of mouth. Whether he's still alive or not, because we've got... I think, did we get word that he was dead? Anyways, doesn't matter. But and maybe we'll wrap up with what like the chip thing is. I don't know if they'll get the dad or not yet. But I'm just thinking, okay, broader than that. And this is a question for you guys. Where do you want to see this series end? Right? Like if we're talking about, hey, okay, we're going to do 5 seasons of this. We're going to do 6 seasons of this. Where does it end for you? Does it end kind of all the problems have been resolved and it's maybe like the start of the new world where you don't have just people constantly trying to kill each other? Or has that already been established through the process of some of kind of the last seasons, and it ends, it's, already been established and we've been kind of living in this new world, dealing with, flare-ups or whatever, but you've actually seen them go through the process of potentially building what life would be after Fallout. And I know that's a loaded question, right?
It is, because I think
I was thinking about that today. I was thinking about that today. That's why I asked. Yeah.
I think the first thing you said about just I was leaning more towards that, meaning I think it is tough because I do see this going for. I can imagine this going for a few, at least 2 more seasons, maybe to 5, but I just can't imagine anything else right now, just based on where we're at
Mm-hmm.
Because unless they introduce something that's another thing that's on top of the building the chips, the brotherhood, like, we have a lot of issues and that haven't been resolved yet, of course. Unless they introduce something else later on, and maybe season three or whatever, then I can't really imagine, based on where we are right now in season four, no, sorry, episode 4 or 5, that things obviously they won't get, not everything will get resolved. But I think that um, where I'd like to see, or not where I'd like to see, I just imagine it being resolved. Um, and what I mean by that is that I think the Brotherhood will shatter, the vaults will, like, because everyone's at war with each other, as you guys said. I think it's just gonna be one of those moments where they realize that, like, no matter what, there's always going to be a conflict, and I don't think there's going to be like a happy ending in terms of this group is going to be living peacefully in this, whatever. um I can't imagine some sort of resolve where everyone's happy. So I don't really know how to answer your question right now. Sorry, I just went
Yeah.
in circles. So just because as the more I think about it, the more like, oh shit, you know what? No, it doesn't really make sense here. I think there's just too much going on in my head right now in terms of this
Yeah.
show. I
No, I
can't
get
really
that because
imagine.
it's weird because I don't know why I started thinking about it, but because like if we just go, okay, like what's the show about, right?
Yeah.
The story is these characters. Okay, well, what's driving these characters? We know with Lucy, it started with trying to find her dad, and now it's trying to find her dad. Um, damn it, Lucy, your arc. No, but you know what I mean, for a completely different reason. And she wants reclamation day. She wants to find her dad, but she also has like this dream or um brainwashing, if you want to call it that, that she was raised in. Like she firmly believes that that's possible. And like to me, that's what her goal is. That's always, since we're introduced to her, that has been what her goal is to do whatever it takes for you know humanity to live again on the surface. And for the ghoul, it's something completely different. He's trying to find out his wife and daughter. Like, so I think those are some of the main questions or like the driving force behind these characters that have to be resolved. And so for me, it's kind of like I wouldn't want to just see that happen.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want them to find the wife and kid, and it's not like they'd find him and the show would be over, or like reclamation day actually comes and then the show's over. I feel like I'd want to live in that world for a little bit. Like what is that world actually like, where you're completely starting society over?
Right. Yeah. And part of it kind of brings me back to the show that we all liked, Paradise. Just
Yeah,
because,
season two's coming.
yeah, it would be really interesting to in that world, in the world of Paradise, is like how they got there, right? Like how we find that out, bit by bit, and how it's all under like a giant underground thing. But it was interesting to find out how they actually got there. And I think you're right. I think if they kind of focused a little bit, if they have time for it, how to build a new civilization, or like, or what if even like to get all these groups to live together in a way,
Mm-hmm.
like just accept the fact that, okay, there will be ghouls. Can we all live, you know, in a
Mm-hmm.
way that we don't have to kill each other? That would be
Mm-hmm.
kind of interesting to me.
And even too, like you'd have to set up like infrastructure in some form of government. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
is it like how long is it, just like usually in situations like that, like civil wars, or it's like military, right? Because it's through power and strength until you've sort of established uh you know law and order and some form of like government that can help with the infrastructure of the city, policing, like all the stuff to run a city. Before that, it's usually military. So to me, it's like, how do you go through that process? And I feel like, we don't really we didn't really talk too much this episode about like the brother and what he's doing. And they sort of gave like, it was just like a little snippet of, hey, don't forget about these characters. So, the fact that we're still seeing them and we're still following that story and the people even in the vault. But I think the brother, I can see him, like, he kind of started this squirrely little, anxious guy that was kind of in the background, but he's, he had to put on this whole persona of he's in charge because he's trying to trick these people that he all like thought out from cryo freezing. And so he's sort of becoming like a leader in his own sense. So does he come back together and like, because him and Lucy obviously know, and the ghoul, how you can sort of have a functioning society and what it takes. And so I'm like, yeah, man, I hope this isn't one that they go, oh yeah, like we're not doing season 3. Like that really disappointed me. Like I'm really interested and invested into where this story goes. And I know there's a video game, but maybe at some point, because unlike a video game, you kind of have to wrap up a show a little bit different, I think.
Yeah, we also didn't even really touch on Vault Tech leader. I don't remember what, an eye patch woman.
Oh
they
yeah,
had a little bit of
The
overseer.
Canadian.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that's right, the Canadian. We didn't really touch on that, but
No,
there's a lot of all storylines have big question marks right now.
Yeah,
and that's exciting.
Exactly, to go on that too, actually, because they're not just like showing us that, hey, life's still happening there. They're raising questions there. Like when those people come to the surface, they start talking about like, is it time for phase 2? And the brother's like, what do you know about that? I didn't think you were, or whatever he said. And it's like, well, wait a minute, what the fuck is phase 2? And then between Eye Patch Lady and the other overseer, oh fuck, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I censored myself there, because Eye Patch Lady and the and Betty, her name is, she.
Oh yes.
They talk about the experiment. Now it's like, okay, is that just the experiment of living in a vault, or is there some experiment we don't know about? Because as we know, Vault 32, everybody who was in there was dead before the Raiders got there. It's like, oh yeah, don't forget, there's still stuff going on here too. So it's not like they're just like they're raising questions there too.
See, they're doing all of this other expansion to throw us off the scent of those other things, and then bam, they'll come back with this later on with all these other things. So you're still tapped into it, Justin, which is good. But there's going to be more vaults around the place. Obviously, we've seen like the dad. He's in like, looks like numero uno vault, but there's no one else in there, just him and his fancy suits. But there's got to be people around, because there are all those other vaults, and they've all got their level of inbreeding, as we saw with even Vault 32 had. I thought that they were good, we were led to believe that they were all normal, but they've got that support group for
inbreeders.
For inbreeders. And then that's what we saw with Vault 4. There was a lot of inbreeding. That's why, single eye Vault Overseer, Overlord?
Overseer.
Yeah. Overseer. Overlord. So there's, and then like you said, who is the overseer of the overseers that had hatched this plan of having phases of we thaw out a person every 30 years or whatever it is. Yeah. Because Betty's like, I've been thawed, whatever she said, for 40 years.
40 years, yeah.
And Canadian lady, what's her name? Is it Sabrina? I don't know. Eye Patch. She's relatively
Eye Patch.
Relatively recent thaw. So there is obviously something. I mean, Brain on Wheels, that dude, what was his name? Buds.
Yeah.
Bud.
He had a plan to keep, obviously, to have someone in management for a very long time if they're all getting thawed at. But as we've seen, actually, like you've just said, that they weren't all of the same ilk. They all had a different skill set. Hence why I'm the assistant of Bud, and I know Phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
But Norm's Squeeze, the girl, whatever her name was, she was like, oh, I was crossing that bridge just last week, it felt like. But we don't even know what her skill set is yet.
Yeah.
Or any of the others. It's like they don't really seem... They definitely seem like desk jockeys that don't know how to survive. So lots of things... Yeah. I don't think that it's not going to get a season 3.
No, it won't.
Yeah. It must.
But there's a lot of things that this is okay. Very, very quickly before we wrap up. When we started this season, I was like, I wanted to know
what you want.
Yeah. I wanted to know more of this world. I wanted to see it expand. And it has expanded a lot. And there's a lot going on all of a sudden. And I'm like, don't be too much that it becomes too big, too quick, if that makes sense. But they've kind of reeled it back a little bit. Like I thought the Legion was going to be a lot more than it was. And then blown up within an episode. The New California Republic, the ghoul knows that they're all dead. They don't think that they are, the two of them that are left. They're like, they're coming for us. But they might not all be dead. So there's that. Unless the New California Republic was just Bikini Bottom before it got blown up. I couldn't remember the name, sorry. So I sponge bombed it.
No, because Shady Sands was quite
Shady
big.
Sands.
Like it looked like a thriving.
I think they said it was like 30 to 50,000 people or something. That's what the sign said, like population this much, which is enough to have a police force, or a small military, an army, and all of that stuff. So whether or not they're still around, and then. I have a feeling, because we've seen the Deathclaw, that they're going to start introducing... I know we've seen some mutated beasties, but they were all, like, mutated of something that pre-existed, right? So, like... Or experimented on. Maybe he is an experiment on a human. Maybe at some point he was a human. Why the fact did he not devour... the ghoul when he was in his suit of armor? We don't know. Unless he knew him. Unless he used to be a human that knew him.
Maybe he recognized him from one of the commercials.
Yeah, or one of his old movies.
Yeah, he was an extra on the commercial. Yeah.
So I was like, what animals is he made of? He's got like a claw arm, and he's got horns, and he looks like a demon. There. It's gone big. It's reared it back. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then
I do know Deathclaw is a very iconic creature and enemy in the series, in the game. Yeah, for sure we're gonna see way more of those, I think, in the future. But that's a good point. I don't know if it's like a so we've seen the scorpion, the giant scorpion, we've seen the giant cockroaches. What do you think the lake monster would have evolved from?
it looked like an axolotl.
It did look like an axolotl.
And it had the human arms in its mouth because it was what's his name's uncle from Vault 4.
What's his name's uncle?
Yeah, I was like, they showed the video of it escaping and it killed the people, and then I was like, oh, that was the one that was in the lake that got its guts ripped out.
I should do a trivia game next week.
Let's do it
with names of people on the show.
Who is this character?
Yeah, it would be the lowest scoring trivia ever. We could do it today, but we don't have time because you know what? It is time for us to get out of here.
We gotta pull a Bundy, man.
We got to pull a Bundy.
I found it.
And we'll have time next episode to hear this so-called proof. But we do have to wrap it up now. Okay, you found it?
I found it. I can tell it to you now. I can wait till next week.
Yeah, go for it quick.
Okay, so it's a verb. It was actually a shortened version of Bundy off, which meant to participate. Bundying off, simple past and present participant. Australian slang, to check out, to clock out. So to Bundy is to get out of there.
Clock out.
To clock out.
There you go.
So I
It
was
is a real
right.
thing. Okay.
And then it's not to blast someone when they're passed out.
Pretending to be passed out.
Also an Australian definition of it.
That's the
you know what? We can't say you made it up anymore because you did find it. But we do have to Bundy people, so thanks for hanging out with us again. Come back next week. We'll get to episodes 4 and 5 and see where it takes us. See if they tighten or shrink the world back down for Hayden. See if Lucy stays on them drugs. God, we hope she does. We'll find out together next week on Chummy Thumbs. And until then, keep on thumbing.
Thumbin'.
Clink.
Okie dokie.